Hello everyone, we are back with Skyrim Special Edition. We are going to go through this video a bit quickly because I feel like the channel has been blacklisted and I get flagged for videos that have nothing wrong with them, and then I'd have to request a review just for them to, approve it, but it'll be like days before that they admit that they made a mistake, and it's honestly just a bit annoying. So I just wanted to put that out there real quick to be transparent with you guys. So let's jump into these mods. So the first mod up is a shield mod. It is the Shield of High King Peter from the Narnia series. It is a simple shield that can be crafted at a forge with materials such as steel and gold ingots, as well as a couple leather strips. So the model of the shield is actually great in my opinion. I like the time that they took to model the inner side of the shield, as mods with modded shields usually don't have much detail put on the inner side, because it's not really shown. I will say that the textures on this model aren't bad, but there's definitely some room for improvement. And I actually did a quick look on Google to search for the inspiration for the shield, and it looks very accurate to the images that I saw, and I think these images were from the Narnia movies. So it's a good shield overall, especially because it has red, silver, and gold, which is some of my favorite colors to combine. Next is Metzger, and it is a male preset. So I was immediately drawn to this preset because it was a male that looks like it actually had some effort put into it. So most of the presets that you find on Nexus are mostly just females, Nords, and it's actually pretty disturbing the amount that goes up on Nexus, because so many of these things get uploaded and they're in the same section as the actual mods. So it honestly just makes it hard to find some good mods. Anyway, that's just me ranting. This preset, I will say, I'm really happy with it, because usually when I use presets and I add all the requirements, I still get errors. But this one looks mostly the same as it did on the mods page, so I'm satisfied with it. However, I could not find the exact hair that the author used for this face preset, so I just settled for something else. I did have a small issue where I removed his clothes and the game crashed. So maybe it's something on my end, or maybe it was just a random crash, but I thought I'd just put that out there in case anyone else was experiencing that. Next is an armor mod called Raven Armor. It is a modular armor which HDT SMP physics. It is a very nice set. So it may not be exactly lore friendly, but it's not too over the top either. The armor looks like it came from the Witcher series, especially with that pendant that's present on the right side of the chest. So I like the headgear as well. It has a mask with some nice detail, and you can see the raven theme with the way the mask forms a beak shape. So the lens for the eyes is also a nice addition, and the turban wrapped around on the mask just completes it for me. It really looks like a nice desert themed armor. This looks like something that I would wear when I go to Solstheim. So I'm really enjoying this armor. I'm going to keep this one. This is one of the best armors that I've seen in a while, and I hope somebody out there, if you can hear me, please make a SAM conversion for this mod so I can buff out with this armor. Next, we have a useful mod called Faster Mining Animation DAR, and this is simply going to let you mine faster. When interacting with an ore vein and having a pickaxe in your inventory, your character will mine like usual, except it will be much faster. This is so useful for those of us who have hundreds and thousands of hours in this game and just want to speed things up, Being that it is a DAR mod, you don't need to run FNIS or Nemesis to use it. If you have OAR, the mod will still work since DAR is compatible with OAR. OAR is basically DAR with even more features. So, what makes this mod even better on top of all of that is that it doesn't use a plugin, so you can add and remove this mod mid playthrough. Next mod up is a weapon mod, and it is in the form of a greatsword. This weapon is called the Fiendish Vengeance. This is a weapon that you'll find in Anvilsun, which is the ruins that has Lua al Skaven and the ghost sword in it. Now, I didn't go to the dungeon, I just used the add item file explorer, but in the ESP, there were actually two swords. One was enchanted and the other one was unenchanted. So, I'm going to assume this weapon is a Daedric sword because of its appearance. It's scaled pretty big, which I like for my two-handed weapons. And the enchantment is basically bloodied from the Fallout series. So, the lower your health is, the more damage you will deal. And honestly, I think it's a decent enchantment, but it could be pretty risky, like, because you're using it on a greatsword. It would be really good if it was on a bow. But anyway, luckily, like I said, there is an unenchanted version in the ESP, so I appreciate the author for adding that. So this mod is actually made by Togdars, and I also downloaded an add-on which fixes the mesh and textures, and that mod was made by Kriyu. So this is a great mod, and I'm going to keep this one. Next is a quality of life mod that I wish I had discovered sooner. This mod is called Pickup Radius, and it comes with an MCM, so you can make adjustments to it, and it also comes with a save and load feature. This mod is going to make picking up items less time consuming. So if you pick up a gold coin and there are other gold coins around, you'll pick them all up at once. You can choose to assign a hotkey for this, and it works for alchemy ingredients as well. So if you're picking up like a certain flora and there's other flora around of that same type, you'll pick those all up with just a single click. So you can also adjust the radius and what you want these things to happen. You can choose if you want it to be based off your cursor or if you want it to be based off the player character. So this mod is really good. I really appreciate the MCM on this one. This is going to come in handy when I'm looting Chorus eggs in the former dungeons. So you'll be able to pick up all of those eggs really quickly. So this is definitely a keeper for me. Like I said, a quality of life mod, and it's just going to be really good in my load order. So that's going to do it for me on this video. All of these mods were found on the Nexus. And if you have any mods that you want me to try out, just leave a comment on the video below. And if you enjoyed this video or want to help me out, just leave a like or a dislike. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all next time.